Well, hello, exercise science nerds. Welcome to class. And today, Professor Broseph is going to show you one way on how to get those biceps bulging. I don't know what that was, but I really just wanted to work the word bulge into the intro somehow because of the shirt that I'm wearing, but it felt appropriate. Now it just feels awkward. And now I'm just going to stop talking and hopefully give you a little bit of information as to what I'm doing. So what you're going to see me do here is a BFR rest pause set. So I have blood flow restriction cuffs on my arms. What I'm doing is I have 15 pounds. I'm doing a set of 30. Then I'm going to rest 30 seconds. And then I'm going to do 3 more sets of 15, each with 30 seconds rest in between. So I got this set and rep protocol from, I'm pretty sure, physical therapy, when they're actually doing studies to basically prove or disprove the validity of BFR training for physical therapy purposes. I'm pretty sure the set and rep protocol that they used over a couple studies was 30 reps and then 15, 15, 15, each with the 30-second break in between. I think I've heard that somewhere in passing. Whether it's even true or not, I don't know. I actually haven't looked up the studies, but anyways, doing this led to a sick pump, so I can suggest that you try it. So I've talked about in some of my other videos previously that the benefits of BFR training and the fact that I really believe in how awesome that it could be. There's 3 different stimuli that we're essentially getting from BFR training. So the first one I always like to talk about is metabolic stress. Yes, I know that mechanical tension is the primary driver of muscle protein synthesis, but I have not checked out on the metabolic stress component of it yet. I still think it's at least in conjunction with the development of mechanical tension on a muscle, and I don't think we can totally negate the metabolic stress component. So what that would be is that because we're using energy, we're breaking down certain energy substrates in order to perform muscular work, we're also going to create metabolic waste products. Now, normally our blood flow would be able to remove these waste products from the system, but because of the cuffs, those waste products are going to build up and lead to essentially a extreme physiological stimulus in order to release certain growth factors later on during the recovery process. Things like HGH, VEGF, or venous endothelial growth factor, and possibly MGF, mechano growth factor, all of these things that can stimulate muscle growth, or are at least in conjunction with muscle growth. The other thing that we know about muscle growth is that the fast twitch fibers are a little bit more sensitive to actually growing because of their glycolytic nature. So we need to actually be able to stimulate those muscle fibers in order to force them to grow. So that's where things like going to failure or going close to failure actually start to come into play. Now, the BFR cuffs allow us to get to those higher threshold motor units, or those fast twitch muscle fibers that are a little bit more for strength and power, despite using lower weight because of the hypoxic environment that they create. And then lastly, just cellular swelling, which is always hard for me to say, but the actual buildup of the fluid inside the cell, pushing out on the cell wall, can actually be a stimulus for mTOR itself. So as you see, I'm working so hard that I finally actually had to drop down to 10s to finish it out. So now I would only do something like this once, maybe twice at the end of an arm workout or upper body day. And what I needed to do is that what I was trying to do from week to week was get more reps with the 15-pound dumbbells before I had to actually drop it back down to the 10s. That was my means of progression. And as you can see, I'm basically at failure and just banging out a couple reps. I've finally willed myself to actually get some full reps at the end to finish out strong. I was in so much pain and had so little arm ability left, but it was awesome. Try it out. Go have fun.